And we're rolling. All 104.5 Friendsgiving with Britt Daniel from Spoon. You are my hero, first of all. You're my hero. I squealed when I saw the Grammy nomination, not to like fangirl too much. I was peeping all your cool merch. You've had 2 albums come out this year, or an album and a companion piece. It's been a really busy, fun year. And then you get this Grammy nomination, which, you know, is kind of cool and all. I'm always like with the Grammys, it's like, oh, they got it all wrong until they get it right, and then I'm fully on board.
Sometimes they get it right,
and definitely they got it right with Lucifer.
It's cool
on
to
the
be
Sofa.
in a category with Ozzy and Idols, you know.
Right, like
and Elvis Costello.
You're right, a full 360.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's an honor just to be nominated, right? Yeah. But what I want to talk about, this is a little bit on the sillier side. Thinking back to your pre-Grammy nomination days, maybe it's back to like elementary school and getting a perfect attendance award or a spelling bee award or something. Was there a time when you got an award at any point in your life? Maybe it's something a little bit sexier than that. An award that you're like super proud of, that like sticks in your mind, where you had to give some sort of acceptance speech or stand and cheese with some fancy people.
Yeah, I won an award actually last month at UT for the College of Communication, and they asked us to sing rather than to play a couple songs rather than give a speech. I did give a little tiny speech before it went on. And yeah, you just, I don't know. I just started thinking about it in the half hour before I went up there.
Yeah.
My mom was there to watch me get the award, so I mentioned her in the speech.
Did you sing about your mom too?
No.
Because that would have been pretty cute.
It was just a short little thing, and then then we did the 2 songs.
If you had your choice of one or the other only, would you choose sing or talk?
Singing is there's a lot less thinking involved.
Yeah,
you know, because it's all written.
Right. Well, and giving interviews, I think for musicians sometimes it's like, wait, you want to talk to me about this
we have to
perfect
interact.
piece of art that sums up sentiments and feelings or moods or vibes so well, and now I have to like break it down for you. What does that song mean? Anyhow, 2022 has led you to your first like electronic dub sort of fully realized project. That's Lucifer on the Moon, which just came out last month. The companion piece. What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about it is that we worked with this guy, Adrian Sherwood, who came up with all these great ideas that it was just kind of a thrill to watch him take the songs over and do it in ways that I would never be able to think of myself. I mean, it really gave me a kick, honestly. So for him to come in and add a whole flute section to My Babe and to totally rework the drums and bass on The Devil and Mr. Jones. I mean, that's pretty cool. He did it really well.
Yeah. I like to say, like, when we're working on collaborative stuff, I'm always like, my brain is very, like, linear, and I think about the way I'm going to communicate things way X, Y, Z. And then you bring somebody like him into the fold. It's just like, look at where it goes. So
we're totally different on that wavelength, for sure.
I can totally imagine how it's sort of delightful, right, to get to hear something that was yours take on this whole new life.
Delightful is a good word for it.
It's delightful. Yes, Mike Jones.
I'm curious, Britt, when he was putting the songs together, like you said, the flute section, was there stuff that he asked you about, or did you just say, you know what, try it out, let's see when it's done, and then we'll go from there?
I gave him 3 ground rules. I said, don't do anything on the remix that you couldn't do on tape, add anything you want, and don't let it be too modern. And then he just kind of took it from there.
I like that. That's cool. That's really cool.
Keeping it with the old school roots. You mentioned flutes. This is back to Lucifer on the Sofa, but I noticed I read the like virtual liner notes. There's a mellotron and a melodica both used on that album. Did the internet did me well there. Is there an instrument that's like the craziest thing that you've ever used, or one that you've been dying to work into a song or into an album that you haven't had the chance to yet?
I do like the melodica a lot. We've only used that once, I think. We used it on Who Makes Your Money a few records back. The one thing that we've considered putting on, but it just never works, is banjo. just doesn't work with this band, you know.
I mean, you are performing in like a stripped back sort of scenario tonight. Maybe someday the
You got a banjo with you?
Yeah, and my fanny pack over here. Let me grab it. Friendsgiving tonight is 100% for charity. All the ticket sales are going to Mural Arts Philadelphia and to Morris Animal Refuge. I'm a stupid dog person. Not a stupid dog person. I'm like a nerdy dog person. He's got 2 rescue cats. Are you or the guys in the band like animal people at all?
Yeah,
Growing up,
I do love animals. I pulled a dog out of a shelter over the summer and fell in love with this dog. His name is Sid. But I knew that I was going to be gone. I eventually talked my friend Melissa into taking Sid. So it's kind of like a co-ownership kind of thing.
Yep.
She does all the hard work.
You have the worst job in the world for being a pet owner.
I know,
you really
that
do.
an athlete has to be so tough to have an animal.
Yeah.
Unless you have a tiny one
tricky.
you can put in your pocket. So we've got our 2 awesome Philly charities that we're working with here. Is there I know you guys do all sorts of stuff. Is there one from Austin? Is there one that you're currently like super stoked on that you'd like to?
Austin Animal Shelter would be a really good one.
Yeah.
You know?
We're in
That's
that
where
like mindset this time of year, right? And Giving Tuesday is just behind us, and I'm like, I want to. Yeah, we've got our awesome Philly charities, but we got Britt from Spoon here. Let's talk to him about some things that he's passionate about too. Yeah, okay, I love that. And Sid the Dog is living a happily co-parented life,
and I get to see him every now and then.
Yeah.
He comes and has sleepovers sometimes when Melissa goes out of town.
That's perfect, dude. It's great.
It's great.
He'll be over for Christmas.
Yeah. She wants to leave town for 2 weeks, so yeah.
There you go. Built-in dog sitter that way,
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Few quick sort of final questions. Are you an in the studio or on the stage kind of guy if you could only pick one for the rest of your life?
Oh, it's more important to be working in the studio. Okay. But, I mean, I got to say, in terms of immediate gratification, there's nothing that tops being on stage, you know?
And I'm
it's
sure
an
the
immediate... That happens that night, you know.
And I'm sure the pandemic gives you a whole different perspective about actually being able to be on stage.
Yeah, because we couldn't do it for so long, and it kind of felt like, even though logically we knew something would happen, but it felt at times like, is this ever going to happen again? You know.
Thank God
right.
we are back. Are you more of a day person or a night person?
Day or a night person? I guess I'm a day person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except for this alter ego job thing that you have.
I like them both.
Yeah. No, you can. It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive.
But when you're off the road, you're waking up at like 7 a.m. or stuff.
No, not 7 a.m.
Oh, that's 2 day. That's 2 day.
Yeah. But I'll say that, especially when it gets to be the winter months, when the sun goes down at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, I do wish we had more of it,
We are approaching the shortest day of the year, which means the days getting longer are not too far behind. Books or movies? I'm giving you all
a bunch
of
of
the
either ors. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Lately, movies. Yeah.
Less thinking.
Again, yes.
Less eye strain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And lastly, not an either or. Do you have a favorite holiday? We're in that, Friendsgiving. We're in that time of year.
Favorite holiday? I don't know.
Is it food related? Is it family related? Is it gift related? Is it
about this.
Not having to deal with anything?
4th of July is pretty good.
I was going to guess you were a 4th of July guy. Who doesn't love fireworks?
Blowing things up.
Yeah.
So Grammy nominated Lucifer on the Sofa. We've got Lucifer on the Moon. I was perusing the merch online before we even got here. I love the vampire face Lucifer on the Moon stuff.
Yeah,
it's like
some
this
great artwork. Right?
Really good artwork.
That red T-shirt out there is awesome.
I said to Mike Jones, I need another tote bag like I need a hole in the head, but that thing is way too cool, and that will be mine. And I love the idea of gifting music, be it vinyl or CDs if you're still into that. Cassettes are making. I love the idea of gifting music and something that you're passionate about. So maybe it's something at spoontheband.com or here at the merch table tonight because it doesn't get much cooler than
That's
that.
a damn good idea. Yeah.
Oohing and eyeing overall. Concert tickets are a really good thing too. But Jones, anything further for Sir Britt Daniel?
Just want to know what the Christmas plan is for you.
I don't have too many.
Besides
plans.
dog watching.
I've been rushing to get to this point. This is our last show of the year. And I think tomorrow is the day I start figuring it out.
I love that.
Yeah, I haven't had the bandwidth to figure it out yet.
I love that word, the bandwidth, so much.
Yeah.
I use it all the time, and now I'm going to attribute it to you in reverse. In reverse. So the album is out. It's on all of the year-end best of lists, if you know what you're talking about. It's nominated for a Grammy for Best Rock Album. Lucifer on the Moon is out now. Please never stop what you're doing. You are cooler than cool. I say it on the radio all the time. We get a little bit cooler every time we hear a song from Spoon on the radio. And being in proximity in the room with you tonight, I know that's going to be 10,000-fold.
Well, it's been great to be with you too.
Thank you
Good to see
so
you
much.
again.
Have a great show, and thanks for being
All
here
right.
at Friendsgiving.
Thanks.